Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our second day to the physical week of Aries. So I remind you that astrologically we are already in the energy of Taurus, but we are following the Atlantean calendar, so that's why we are still finishing Aries. So first of all, happy Earth Day to all of you. We are humans, and that means that we are part of Earth. And so a happy day to all of you and to our beautiful planet. So another thing to say about today is 22nd, April 22nd. So today we change our intention for every day, which means remember that we are doing this activation of the Merkaba as a group. So since February, we started to do these intentions for every day. The 6 intentions to create the Merkaba. So we have done the wisdom. Yesterday we finished with love, and today we begin with will. So the task is simple. During all this month until May 21st, every moment when we go to sleep at night, we just say to ourselves, I am, and the attribute, which for today and the next 30 days will be I am will. So yeah, that's it. So let's begin with the topic for today, which is transcendence, and the task that we have been given for today, sorry. Just something to tell to you. The task for today is not needed to be done today. You can do it whenever you want, whenever you please. Okay, so so we are just sharing that today, and because we are doing this path every day, but it's not needed to do it now. You can do it whenever you feel. So just for the people that were asking a lot, for the new ones that are joining us in these days, they were asking if is it necessary to do all the previous videos before you start with this one, with this one's where we are now, and it's not necessary right now because we are like kind of following an energy altogether. So you can join us from now. It doesn't matter. But of course, I will recommend you to start by the first one in August, and eventually you will catch up with the whole information. But it's not necessary to see all the previous things so you can catch up with today. So don't worry. But as I said, I would recommend to take it because I speak about many things that I give for certain, for sure, the stuff that I already explained. Okay. So today I read a comment also that I want to clarify about this, because for sure a lot of people have been feeling in that way, maybe, which is the question was, why am I feeling so lost and without any clue of grounding, doing the I am path? Like if I am losing everything that I was connected to, like I don't have any clue of what to believe anymore, and these kind of things. And okay, this is something really normal. Welcome to the path of the I am. And why is this? Because the path of the I am is to question yourself all the time about what you are and what you can become, which means that you have to transcend all the beliefs and all the things that you are bounded to by culture, by tradition, all the things that you felt that are safe for you, because we are mammals and we are looking for comfort. We are looking to have something to grab and to hold on, so we can be safe and secure. And that's why when we start to look into the basis of everything, suddenly we don't have a floor, we don't have a ground to hold us. Okay, so that's why it's so hard. It's painful sometimes, because actually it's a process of detachment. It's like a detox process of everything that we were connected to. So that's why we can feel this DC situation, these weird feelings that makes us feel that this is not making me good. But we have this belief that everything that is that I like is the things that are good. And for sure, for example, I love chocolate, but if I eat a lot of chocolate, it will be bad for me. So not always what is sweet, what we like, is really what is good for us. So that's why it's much more bitter. So for sure, when we are working in this kind of things, in this path, we have to face the situations in which the body and the soul needs to resignify all the concepts, so the touch of the previous ideas of the concepts. So that's why both of them hurt. So we have to work and keep going in order to for the body and the soul to reorder into the new reality we're building for ourselves. I have gone through that myself, so I'm explaining all this now because I did that path. Of course, that was horrible for me. So, but it's natural, and all these concepts, of course, takes us to transcendence. The other day I spoke about transcendence, but today we're gonna concentrate much more in this concept. So remember, here you have the word. Trans is the other side, means the other side, and scendere means to climb, to go up. Bien. Transcend is one of the 4 universal fundaments that we are going to see along this week. So first of all, before we see the 4 of them, the universe is based in 4 fundaments. What is a fundament? A fundament is the origin of the word is something that is on the base, way down on top of a hole. Like when we say profound is what is there in the fundaments, something really low in the basements. So basically, it means that from the base, anything that goes on the top of it, it will depend on that fundament. So the image, of course, is the foundations of a building, for example. The foundations are like these main structures of a building, and then you can decorate the building with whatever you want all around and do all the things you want to the building. But the main structure of the building, the fundaments, will be the structure of that holds the entire building. So the universe has 4 columns that are the fundaments, the foundations of the entire existence. So these fundaments of the universe will be the expression, experimentation, integration, and transcendence. So everything in the universe starts with expression. So we have here expression, which means to get out from the pressure. So it expands in the entire universe from being only one dot. That's the expression. Then we have the experimentation. Experimentation is X, which is outside, peri, like perimeter. Peri means around something, and ment, which is the tool, something that is a tool. So experimentation is the tools that you get around the core of the universe, all around the core of the universe, of that was expressed. So basically, the experimentation is the moment, the instance in which the consciousness is using the tools that were expressed in the universe. So after the experimentation, we reach integration. Integration means that all the things that were around in the peri, all around the things, all around the universe, chaotically, now they start to have a net. They create a network. In means to get inside, to be inside, and teg is tegument, is the tissue that is created like a network, like a net. So all the things that were around in a chaotic shape now has an idea, a logic in a matrix. They all connect to each other. So integration is the action of putting all the things that were around in a logical pattern. That's integration. And the last one is transcendence. Transcendence is to go to the other side, going up into another level. Why? Because once I integrate it and I can see the entire pattern, is the moment when I realize why I express this, why and what I has been experimenting. So now it all has a new logic. So from that point of view, now I am able to do a transcendental action of what I did before. So I do something better. And the transcendence takes me again to the next level, which is to manifest, to express a new thing, to create a new reality, a new idea, and so on. So why are they the fundaments? Because we are doing these 4 things every second of our existence. So these are the fundaments of all the things, because basically we do that every second. Like, for example, breathing. This corresponds also with the process of breathing. This corresponds also with the process of eating, the circulation of the blood, with our daily life, waking up, going to sleep. All the process is constant. This is something that we do all the time in every second of our life. All the beings, whether they are organic or inorganic, they go through these cycles. So important to know that this is not exactly like we start by this and then we start by that one and we follow this one and the next one is that one. It's not a process like a line that it follows exactly a process like this. Remember that each one of these words is kind of a fundament, a column in a building. Okay, so it's not that each one of the columns are moving or built before the other ones, so you would never have a building in that way. So the four of them are together working. So whenever I'm expressing myself, the other three are also acting. Whenever I'm experimenting, the other three are acting. And so that happened with the other two. So this is a constant process in which doesn't matter in which one we are doing, the other three are moving at the same time. So the only way why it is useful to see them as a process is for our minds to understand in which process we find ourselves right now, transforming our consciousness. Okay, that's the only thing. So now with this here, we can understand that these are the fundaments of the universe. Everything moves through here. And these are fundaments because they are useful to understand also time and space. We can understand, for example, expression as water, experimentation as earth, integration as fire, and transcendence as air. So in the same way, we can understand expression as spring, experimentation as summer, integration as autumn, and transcendence as the winter. Okay, so here we have the different moments of time and space, the stages of time and space. But today we concentrate specifically in transcendence. As we have said, transcendence is related with going from one level to the next one. So we can understand in this way that the process of transcendence is like the process of evolution. We can understand it as the process of evolution. So evolution is not something that takes you to move forward by leaving stuff behind, by just getting rid of stuff. What you do in the process of evolution is to take the tools that you have, transforming them in tools for what you are facing in the future. So this means that in order to reach transcendence, we need integration. We can define this as the next. Transcendence is the jump that I do to the next level. Then what I leave in that level is what we call experimentation. So once I did all the experimentations, what I now do is the integration of all things. And then once I do this in the integration, I transcend to the next level. And when I reach there, I start to express all the things that I brought from here into the next level. So that's expression. And all the things that I express here will be experimented again. So as you see here, these things are happening at the same time. It's not something that is separated. But now picture that this is a little person, the one that is transcending to another level. So that person, when it goes to the next level, it doesn't leave behind an arm, or a head. It goes complete with all the body. Okay, it goes into the next level. So what this system means, that everything that I expressed in each level, everything that I experimented in each level, and everything that I had integrated in each level will come with me. So now, can I move forward without having integrated? Yes, we can move forward without having integrated. That's what we call karma, one life after the other one. One life after the next one. Why can we move forward if we hadn't integrated? Well, I will try to show it graphically. Let's start again. So now imagine that I have here, I am this little person with a backpack, and I find a book and I put it in my backpack. So now I go to the next level where there is another book, and then I go up again and there is another book. So now to picture this, in this life I got a book, and instead of reading the book to have the knowledge, the wisdom inside of me, I just say I will read it in the next one. So in the next life I will have 2 books. But if I don't read any of those, in the next one I will have 3 books. And the backpack will be every life much more heavier. So as I go up to the top of the mountain, the heaviness will be stronger. So it will be really difficult to reach the top of the mountain because I'm carrying a lot of weight. So if I go like this during the whole process, the weight of the back will be so strong that it will start to hurt the knees, the feet, the spine, everything. And it will be so much weight that I can stand my life. Too many weight to carry. So if I don't want to carry all this weight, what I have to do is just to sit down for a moment in one of those lives and start to think about all the books and read all the books, so I have the wisdom, the knowledge inside of me, and then I can leave all the books behind, but I carry with me the wisdom that is inside these books. So the way we can explain how to read the books is what we are doing every day with therapy, trying to understand our ancestors, trying to transcend our karma, trying to know the world in a different way, do all the therapies we can. So those things that kept us looking in the past to heal our history is basically to read those books. To read the books is basically to become aware of the process that took me until here. Okay, so the idea here of what is transcendence is basically to remember that the books are from the library, that they don't belong to you, that the books are not a weight that you had to carry. The books are public, are from everyone. So you just have to read the book to understand what it means, and then give it back to the library. That's it. It's not to forget the book and not think about the book anymore because I'm free now. No, it's about becoming aware, reading the book, understanding the content of the book, and then give it back because you don't have to take it. It's from the library. So when I take the books for myself, I am taking away the possibility for others to understand that same story. And for each person, the book will be different with a different information, because for sure it happened to you that a lot of people read the same book and take data that is very different from one to another. Everyone has a different understanding of the same topic. Okay. So as you see, transcendence is not about leaving behind, it's about keep going by absorbing the knowledge within, so it's not a wait for me in the path. See? So this that I explained here is related with the task that was for today, which is to walk the stairs, to take the stairs, and to walk each step as if it is every one of the experience through your life. So you can acknowledge that you are here in this moment because of all the steps that you gave. It's not that you just forget all of them. Is that you recognize all of them, but also you know that you are not that anymore. That many things have changed and you are different. So you honor the path, but you also release the weight of the path. But for that, you have to acknowledge it. So the task basically is to do one step for every year on a stairs. So in the floor, the first one is the first year of your life. And then when you take the first step up is the second year of your life. And then the other one, the third year, and so on until you accomplish all of them. And what you will do in each one of the steps is to try to remember something, what happened to you that your brain remembers from that year. Which means it can be just a flavor, it can be a smell, it can be a color. It doesn't have to be a memory, a specific memory as we can tell a story. Maybe your brain will show you when you start to do the task, will show you eventually the images that you don't even have to think about. So when you go up on the stairs, you do this exercise. So if you have 60 years old and there's only 5 steps on the stair in your home, so you do that all the times you need. So you go up, and then when you finish the first 5 or 6 years, you go back again, and then you start with the next 5, always going up, okay, and go back, and so on. So it doesn't matter if you can do it in the nature, you can do it whatever, just take into account an idea that shows you stairs like rocks or trees or something that helps you to know how to measure one spot or the other. So, but you have to walk it, you have to do it, okay? And in each one of them, you just think about bring to the memory an idea that happened in that year. So once we reach the last step, which is our age, actual age today, we just turn back and we take a look into all the stairs that we have given. And when you do that, you just contemplate all the story, all the history of your own in only one piece. And just contemplate, don't do anything else, just honor and contemplate on the point, acknowledging the point where you are now. So this exercise is a simple way in which we can help the body and the soul acknowledge all the things that we had already transcended, all the things that we have gone through, that look where we arrived, besides all the things that happened. So when you do that exercise, you can actually turn back and say, now I understand why, so I'm ready to give the next step and to transcend this idea of myself. So today I was going up and down in the stairs, and I guess that people were looking at, I don't know, but I don't care. It's like, it's a process for myself. So for those who cannot move the legs or cannot walk, you can use your hands and maybe touch the different parts of the body, like doing steps in your own body. But those who can walk. Go on the stairs. The vibration for today is Ha. The statement for today is, I am designer of my philosophy. The code for today is Uranus. From the Greek Uranos, that means sky or firmament. It's the third gaseous planet beyond Saturn. This means of transpersonal character, including the subconscious aspect that we can't control. Uranus is a planet that rotates in a completely different way of any other world. Rotates from south to north with its poles on east and west. Its character is of awakening, intuition, spiritual innovation, and originality, the wide world of the universal mind. Let's go to the alignment. Sit comfortable, close your eyes, and concentrate in your breathing. I become aware of the space surrounding me, the body I inhabit, and my own breathings. And below me, I observe a light, the divine spark of my body. Breathe and ignite, beginning the path through the inner Nile. I feel this divine spark rising up towards my feet. I recognize both legs in each feet, starting to rise up two rivers, one white and the other blue. And I set the intention to transcend the idea of my path. Ignite. I allow this spark to ascend towards the knees. I perceive the streams of the white and the blue rivers coming together, uniting the energies of the feminine and the masculine in me, uniting the history. And I set the intention to transcend my entire history. I breathe and ignite my knees. And I allow this divine spark to rise up to my root chakra. I recognize here the big lake that beholds my vital energy. I recognize here my energy of manifestation. And I set the intention to transcend those things that ties me to the world. Breathe and ignite. I allow this spark to go up to the sacrum, creating the river Nile. I recognize the center of creation in the temple of the Mother Isis. And I set the intention to transcend all my creations. I breathe and ignite my creative center. I allow this divine spark to rise up towards my plexus. I recognize transcending the light and the darkness, the temples of the being, the self, in Karnak and Luxor. And I set the intention to transcend the idea of who I am in order to be. And I ignite the light of the I am. I rise up the spark through the Nile towards my heart. I recognize here the temple of life and love, the house of the light, Hathor, expanding the flower of life in the waters of the Nile. I set the intention to transcend my emotions. I breathe and ignite my heart. I rise up this spark to my throat chakra. Through the fertile valley of my voice, I allow to shine and bright the 12 rays of light coming from my truth. And I set the intention to transcend all of that I believed it was a truth. I transcend my truths. And I ignite my voice. I feel the divine spark rise to my third eye. And I observe the eyes of the Sphinx observing me straight to my inside. And I set the intention to transcend all my thoughts. Breathe, and I ignite my brain and eyes. I rise up this divine spark towards a delta in my crown. I observe the delta of the Nile expanding as a crown of shiny rivers. and I set the intention to transcend my own beliefs. And expanding this enlightened delta, I ignite my crown. I recognize that being able to transcend the ideas of myself, I can discover the wisdom within me. And observing and honoring all this initiatic path, I can love myself for who am I, for who I am right now. This is how I create a new philosophy of myself. I am the designer of my philosophy. I am the designer of my philosophy. I am the designer of my philosophy. I am. I am. I am. Inspiro profondo. Take a deep breath and start to bring this consciousness massaging and caressing, stretching all the body. And each one at its own time, come back here and now. Thank you everybody for being here another day, and see you tomorrow at the same time.